solo. All right, everybody, good morning and welcome in to Mornings on Main Street. We've taken the show on the road to Springfield, where today we're having the Robertson County Main Street Awards. Should be a lot of fun on this July 29th, 2022. So thankful you're along for this journey with us today. It's going to be a good day and a good show. As far as the weather goes, well, let me tell you, our weather brought to you by our good friends over at Roy's Meat Service. You can check them out online at roymeatservice.com. Look at these pictures from Roy. He is your neighborhood butcher in East Nashville, but you got to try him out for the lunch. He has the S. Fernando style quesadillas, which are so good. That's Roy Meat Service, 605 South 19th Street in East Nashville. Look at these. Whoa, there's Jeff Roy. Look at him. I tell you, once you go over there, you're absolutely hooked. So we really appreciate Roy Meat Service being part of this great program and sponsoring the weather here on Mornings on Main Street. Now, as far as the weather goes, well, a lot of rain today and highs in the mid-80s. That's okay, though. We need the rain. It's clear right now. So later on today, you never know what's going to happen. And so tomorrow, it looks like it might be nice for SummerSlam at Nissan Stadium. Might be a few chance of sprinkles, but just never know what goes on. All right, let's welcome into the show now. Oh, yeah. Hey, look at us. We're on the road here in Springfield, where we're getting ready to do the Springfield, the Robertson County Main Street Awards. It'll be a lot of fun coming your way today. Let's bring in the intern. Intern, how are you, man?
I'm doing really well, Joe. Are we whispering?
Masters is going on, golf tournament, so I don't want to do that.
My headphones look a lot. Hold on. Let me get something.
Right.
Let me get something going here for you folks here.
We are live on air. We are at Springfield United Methodist Church. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yes, we are in Springfield.
Now, where are you?
Oh,
are you in the auditorium somewhere? Because I don't see you.
I told you, when you leave your house, I go in and I live there for a little bit.
Okay, that's what you are? Mm-hmm. Do you mind letting my dog out?
Oh, no, not at all.
She has to go potty. So thank you.
Be this one?
That's her. Let me tell you what.
Oh, please tell me.
Get me under that creamy neck of hers right there. I mean, and I am a done deal. I mean, it's right there, right in the middle, because you see her cute little snout.
Absolutely.
And you go straight down. There's that one ring of just chubbiness, right, which I just kiss 15 times a day. Then underneath that's the creamy neck. Then you just do that. All right. So the big story today, intern, is the Mega Billions.
Right. You still haven't won it yet.
I haven't. Cash option. I can't figure out what the cash option is. My first stop, though, if I win, I'm going to Roy Meat Service and buy a bunch of beef and poultry.
What are those fajitas you said they have?
S. Fernando's quesadillas. They're so good.
That sounds so good.
So here's Mega Millions. It's going
like you're
right
on NPR.
Now. It's up to 1.02 billion. And the odds of winning the jackpot, I love when people give you these odds. It's like, the odds are eaten by a shark. Okay, well, if I get eaten by a shark and my son and daughter can win $1 billion, I'm good.
Right. What a way to go to that would be.
Oh, you got a better chance of getting hit by lightning. All right, well, you know what? So what? But the odds of winning 302 million to 1. Oh, well, I've had worse odds and come out on top, so it's fine. Are you playing today?
I would like to. I still don't get quite how it works, even though you've explained it many times,
Yeah, it's tough. You just try to match 5 numbers and then match the Megaplier number.
But do you pick the numbers or not?
You can call a thing called a quick pick,
right?
Or you can fill out your own little sheet and then hand it to the clerk, and they'll run it through and give you your tickets. I do quick pick because I'm lazy,
right?
And laziness works good in my world.
Is it okay? Gotcha. Okay, then you just pay for it. It's got to be in cash, right?
Yeah. Now, where are you again?
I am. I'm actually at the back.
Are you somewhere around here? I'm not sure where you are. All right. Did I put the Mega Billion screen up? Okay, there it is.
So sorry about that.
Okay, this is their weekend. This is the Google tab for this.
I might not be where you are physically, Joe, but I'm always with you.
So, is it now to 1.1 billion? Oh, just updated story here. 1.1 billion. So it was 1.02 billion. Now to 1.1 billion.
After taxes.
I think it's 600 million after you do the cash option. I think what everybody wants to do.
Everybody wants.
Yeah, cash value of $648 million.
collect.
So if you win, you do the cash option, you get $648 million. The government gets a third plus their thing, and I'd give 10% to the church. Like I'd give some money to the church here.
Right? Would you
spread the gospel?
help me out too?
Incorrect.
No.
You'd go to work for me.
Right, of course.
$6.50 an hour. So it'd be the second largest one they've ever had. Yeah, this one began on April the 19th, 30th in the jackpot run. So what numbers they have there, we can take their numbers and see if they've won anything there.
So Mega Millions, how they make their money is just from people buying tickets, right?
I don't work for Mega Millions. I can't tell you. I don't know.
Ooh, that's a very CIA answer.
It is, isn't it?
I could tell you, but
well, I could tell you, but I'm precious. So it started at 20 million and grew. It was based on game sales and interest rates.
Okay.
Despite a surge in ticket sales, the odds of winning the big prize remained the same: 1 in 303 million.
I heard a crazy stat about something that's kind of
okay. Tell us.
Okay, cool. I have the floor. So I heard that picking a perfect NCAA bracket is like picking a random piece of sand or random grain of sand and being correct. That's the right one of all the sand in the world, including deserts.
Okay. Well, that you just blew my mind on that, but thank you for that.
I mean,
yowzer.
It was on the internet, and they can't put anything on the internet.
That's right.
True.
You know what Abe Lincoln said about the internet? Watch what you read. Honest Abe knew what he's talking about.
He did. He chopped down that cherry.
He did.
Cherry blossom.
Yep, and he had wooden teeth. Here's the national days of the year. Today's International Tiger Day.
All right. Best impression of a tiger. Go.
I'm sorry that I'm trying to do Tiger Woods. You do a
Leave
tiger.
my kids alone.
What's one? National Chicken Wing Day. You make good chicken wings.
Thanks, man.
But they're made from deer, which is crazy.
National Talk in an Elevator Day.
It's weird. National Lasagna Day. Do you like lasagna?
I don't. I like to lasagna.
You are precious as the day is long.
Rain day.
What's your name again? So we're going to celebrate National Lasagna Day because why not, right? National. You can make lasagna with some good steak tartare. You better mute my name, boy. Oh man! All right. We got fans coming up to the intern at our award show today and just talking to him. All right, let's do this. Let's get time for take that screen down, Joe. Thanks, everybody. Because we got guests throughout the entire show this morning live on here in Springfield, Tennessee. Springfield.
Field of Spring, as I like.
It is a field of spring. Let's do our pet of the week. Can we do our pet of the week? Our pet of the week, we got a gorgeous one for you from Mount Juliet Animal Care and Control. Many thanks to Hunter Briley and Regal Realty Group for the sponsorship. Here's this week's pet of the week. Hey everybody, it's time for our pet of the week, and we're at Mount Juliet Animal Care Control, and my goodness, look what we have for you this week. Beautiful. Meet Leona, 4-month-old, either German Shepherd, Labrador Retriever, all kind of little mixes inside of her, but we do know that she is awesome. Again, 4 to 5 months old, so sweet, loves to play. My goodness, she says, "Hi, sweetheart, what are you doing?" I'm going to come down with some hugs. Yeah, what are you doing? Say hi to someone who's going to adopt you. Hey, everybody, my name's Leona. I want to get home. All right, Leona was found. Actually, Leona, hi, sweet pea, was brought to the shelter because somebody saw her get thrown out of a car. And they went and picked the doggie up and brought it to a place they know where she'd get loved on and helped and feel appreciated. And that's here at Mount Juliet Animal Care and Control. But she is so sweet. Look, wagging the tail. So if you're looking for a puppy, you got one for you right here. And oh, look at that. So she likes to fetch. So there's a little Labrador that's in her right now. But she's so sweet. And I feel like she's been smiling the entire time we've been talking about her. So yeah, so if you're looking for a puppy and you got a house, and then here is a sweet one who's had a rough start to her life because she was thrown out of the car, and that was seen by witnesses and then brought here to the shelter where they knew she'd be taken care of. So if you're looking for that cute addition to your addition to your home, well, you'll get addicted to dogs like I do, and it's a wonderful addiction, then Leona is the one for you. Hey, Leona, tell us something about yourself. Oh, you better get over and give me that. Ah, she's so sweet. So much fun. Like she just loves to play and chase little balls. I want some more kisses over here. You can see, hi, pretty girl. So she's sweet. There's information on the bottom of the screen. Again, Mountain Animal Care and Control. Come by, check them out, see her. Oh, my goodness. I might just take her out the back door right now. Anyway, she's up for adoption. Again, all the information on the bottom of the screen. Call the wonderful staff here. Ask about Leona and make her part of your family. All right, pretty girl, we're going to find your home. Is that cool? I'm going to come down for the little minute. You better give me the door. Say bye. I'll see you soon. All right, that's our pet of the week. Thank you, Hunter Briley, Regal Realty Group. Leona, we'll get you home, girl. All right, have a good day. All right, we love Leona. We do. And Matt and Julie Animal Care and Control. Again, thank you, Hunter Briley and Regal Realty Group, for the sponsorship and just being a teammate with us in this last 9 months, helping out rescuing and adopting dogs. You guys are amazing. All right, we'll take a break. On the other side, we're live this morning in Springfield. We're doing the Robertson County Main Street Awards, coming away at 8 o'clock. And up next, we got some special guests throughout the show this morning, and we're going to have a lot of fun. All right, we'll be back with more. You're watching Mornings on Main Street.
When you're thinking about golf, consider Riverside Golf Links. Under new ownership, the course has improved dramatically. It's now 27 holes, complemented by a 9-hole executive course. Book a tee time now at 615-847-5074 and get ready to enjoy the beauty of golf in the Old Hickory area at Riverside Golf Links.
At WellSkin Dermatology and Aesthetics, we pride ourselves in providing access, innovation, and a patient experience second to none. Access to care and treatment when you need it. Innovation with medical-led cosmetics and various on-site technologies for full-service treatments with a customer experience that is calming, casual, and effective. Independently owned, providing medical, surgical, pediatric, and cosmetic dermatology and more. Visit wellskinmd.com to schedule your appointment today. WellSkin Dermatology and Aesthetics. Access to healthier skin.
It's now called Mega. Hold on. Stop it, man. Mega Billions. National Hamburger Day.
Yes, I love burgers.
So you know how you infuriate people? They're always like, hey, where's the best hamburger?
Yes.
If you tell them Wendy's or McDonald's, it sets them off.
Do you have that thing that you had in college, or maybe as a just out of college, that like you couldn't get enough of?
Yes, Domino's. Chris, as always, man, this has been good. This is eye-opening, interesting, and I will call you Saturday morning when I win, and I trust that you'll take care of me. Just can't go to the bank and say, hey, I'd like to put in $1.02 billion. Do you mind? Yeah, no problem. Have a seat, Mr. Kulik. For the Big Machine Music City Grand Prix. With that, let's bring in the president of this great race. Chris Parker joins us this morning. Chris, thanks for doing this. I appreciate your time, buddy.
Hey, Big Joe, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Jody Jones Dentistry can handle all your dental needs, from the basics to cosmetic procedures. All of this in the nicest dental facility I have ever seen. Jody has done it right. They're located conveniently at 55 Music Square East, and for an appointment, it's simple. Dial 615-259-5100 and tell them Plaz sent you.
I'm like, Joe, I've loved watching you for a long time, but you're making me really nervous today.
Because Joe's so handsome, that's why.
It's the bald thing.
All right, welcome back into the show, Mornings on Main Street, live this morning. The band sounds great here today. Band, hit it real quick one more time. Our band is so good and so wonderful, they can bring a tear to a glass eye. There's a look at downtown Nashville, live this morning in Springfield for the Robertson County Main Street Awards coming up in a little bit. Live look downtown Nashville. A little overcast today, but how's the weather today, intern? Well, thanks for asking. Our weather brought to you by our good friends at Roy Meat Service. Go to roymeatservice.com. He is your neighborhood butcher. My goodness, once you pay him a visit, you'll keep going back and back and back. Jeff Roy is so nice. It's been a staple in Nashville for so many years. He's your neighborhood butcher, beef, poultry, everything. They have lunches over there. The S. Fernando's Quesadilla. Stop by and see him. Check him out online at roymeatservice.com. All right, back here live in Springfield, where we're today with the Robertson County Main Street Awards are taking place. We got so many special guests that are joining the show today as well. The intern is here with me. He's somewhere in the building. I'm not sure where. So let's bring in our first guest today, Sean Elmore. She is the executive director of the Open Door Pregnancy Resource Center in Springfield. How are you, ma'am?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. You doing okay today?
Absolutely. Excited. Figuring out, let's see who won this Main Street Awards today.
It is a big day. It's a fun day. All right, tell us about the Pregnancy Resource Center. We had you on the show last November, and you guys were having a spaghetti dinner or a chili cook-off. What were you having?
Cook-off.
Yes.
Chili cook-off. We will have that again October the 20th this year.
Oh, okay. And tell us about that. What does that benefit? What is it? Tell us what you do and what this benefits.
Well, so Open Door Pregnancy and Resource Center was established in 2008. A board of directors hired me from my nursing job, and we wanted to just come in and allow people to have options with a crisis pregnancy, but did not realize the needs in our community and how big the needs really are. So we get to love on and love well is what we talk about all the time, our families. And so we work with parenting classes, and we work and do lots of things that families need. We have a material assistance program. We have a boutique now.
Oh, nice.
So our clients don't just get handed something. They get Monopoly money with baby teddy bears, and it's actual money for them to go in and shop. And so it builds their character, it builds their resilience. There's a lot of things that are going on with us right now with education.
Yes.
We're in the middle of a big education swap from some of the curriculum that we do to more of the trauma-informed and evidence-based. And so we're getting certified, actually. I'll be late to my class this morning. But
look, you do such great work. All right, so tell us again, how long has it been here again?
Since 2008.
2008. And the thing with what's going on, with the Supreme Court and all that's going on there, how more difficult, or has it done anything to your job where it's like, oh goodness, or is it still the same?
On June 30th, I'm doing the same thing on July 1st. We're going to love people well. One of the things that we've seen is a lot more intensity. We've been threatened.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Lots of crazy hazing, I think. But, we're just going to keep doing what we do. And the word that I really will tell you we do with our staff is we're going to stand and we're going to keep loving these families, because people that are throwing accusations and doing all this, I want to call it hazing.
Right.
They don't realize what we do. I mean, we're seeing families reunited. We get to build families, and we get to love on people. And we're not pro-birth, we're pro-life, for the entire family.
Right.
Our scripture that we live by daily is John 10:10, that we want to help you live life and life to the full, or life abundant. And so we just love people well. We don't beat them over head with the Bible. We meet them where they are. We get to see families reunited.
Oh, that's cool.
In court cases or DCS custodies and things like that. We get to love on those folks and help them and teach them. One of the things that we see is in the Bible, it says people without knowledge perish. And we're seeing that with our children in our country too. The abuse and the neglect. And then with abortion all around, and we love those people that come in and say, I had an abortion 50 years ago. We do post-abortion healing. We love those people regardless of their choice. If I have a lady walk in today and say, I need to have abortion information, we give that information to her very delicately. We don't do anything that's scary or in her face, but we love her well, and we're there for her even after she has an abortion. But we're not an abortion facility, obviously.
You left a career in nursing to do this?
Yeah, I worked with David Sparks and Mike Lewis for about 13 years or so, and just kind of retired in my 30s and got to open door, and here I go. So
this is all yours?
This has been a labor of love. There is an army behind. I just get to be the face. Big Joe. I don't get to, or you have to see my face this morning, but I'm just the face of Open Door. I mean, there's an army. We have probably 30 volunteers. We have And then that, if we have an event, that's up to about 50 volunteers for us. I have a beautiful staff that's mostly part-time, but we do have two other full-time now. And then we have 4 part-time folks. I have a board of directors that's 15 strong.
Wow.
And so we're in a place where we have built this from the ground up.
What is the 384?
384. That's just the number for Springfield. So
Oh, okay.
384 Hope, our last 4 digits of our phone number is Hope. And so,
nice. So I ask you this, Sean, when we have people on like from a food bank and we talk to people, and I'm like, we'll see families sit in the parking lot who are too embarrassed to come in and get food. Do you see people, a lady who is hesitant and they're embarrassed and they don't want to come in and make that commitment?
Absolutely.
How do you calm them?
Just, sometimes just opening that door with a smile. I mean, to embrace someone without embracing them. And I know that sounds strange,
Nope.
But so many people are not seen, and people in the situations that we see that are in poverty or shame, those folks need somebody that's just going to sit down and say, hey, let's go arm in arm with you. Let's bear arms together. Let's do this and find a better life for you, or help you out of that pit that you're in. I have the dad that we've worked with, and he's actually regained custody of his children. He's thriving and didn't know how to be a parent. And what I say all the time
Wow.
is people don't know what they don't know. So
that's I apply that to most of my life right there. We're talking to Sean Elmore, Executive Director of the Open Door Pregnancy Resource Center here in Springfield. Now, how long have you been open again?
Since 2008. What is that?
14 years.
Yeah.
14 years. In that time, I got to think you've seen some amazing transformations.
We have. I have some video from this last, we had a banquet in March, and one of the ladies that was my What Quote Stars is a lady that came out of a 17-year addiction and regained her children. And I mean, she's a story that you just go, that's not possible, but God.
Yes.
So she's doing terrific. So we're seeing those. We see stories every day. I have a dad that wanted his wife to have an abortion, and they came to see us, and here we helped him become a dad. And he just said, you help me too. So we do a lot of work with men as well, through the court system, through our services in general. We're doing supervised visitation now. And what we're seeing is we want to see that whole family come back together, because no one has taught someone to be a family. Recently, at our Meadowbrook location, which is what we call Connecting Company now, it's a house and it's a simulated home where kids and families can go back. And we've got a mother that's been through a really kind of rocky divorce, hasn't seen her children in a couple years. Her kids are, I think one's going to be 13 soon, and the other one's, about 9 or so, 10, and hadn't seen mom in a couple years. And court, gave her the option to use our services, and she took advantage of it. And to watch her blossom, and to see these children embrace their mother, and they're crying, and then to see this joy.
Oh my goodness.
To sit around a table, when you have families that have never sat around a table to eat, and they sit around a table with a meal because there's a kitchen, and I'm like, okay, part of your project is you're going to cook for them, or make peanut butter and jelly for your little boys, or
Simple
it's
things.
amazing. It's amazing. Yes, sir. It's very, you take the simplest nugget and it blossoms into something amazing. It's like seeds.
Not that you need any validation, but when a judge says we're going to do this through the resources of what you guys provide, that had to be a home run for y'all.
We work very well with juvenile court, and work well with even big courts, what we call it, but criminal court. We're getting referrals from attorneys, as the assistant district attorneys are referring to us, because we're seeing the evidence, but we're doing trauma-based parenting. We're doing evidence-based things that we know we're seeing work. Our services, since we moved into our new building in 2021, our services have just skyrocketed. I think in the last 2 months, we've had record numbers of intakes. That means first-time people. So I'm going to be curious to see what our numbers are at the end of the year.
So this might be a weird comparison, but recently we helped adopt out a dog who's part of a hoarding case, and there are 23 other dogs around. The lady told me that this dog that they're going to try to adopt out has never been petted, has never been loved, has never been told it's loved. Is that the same thing when somebody comes in? Because I got to think the first step is like, I love you, and then you got to trust me here.
I'm 100% true. You just made that the simplest comparison, but absolutely. I have people that walk in our doors that, have been court appointed, or DCS, has said, please, use these services, and they don't trust. And that's one thing we do is we want to love them well and build trust. When you said, what does that look like? When I step at the door and I say, hey, how are you? And I go in and I sit down with that client, my staff has had that first, intake. We sit down with those folks, and to see that trust get built to where we can stand beside them and say, man, they are ready for visitation. I've got a dad right now that I looked at somebody and I said, it just amazes me the bond that this man has brought with his children. It's really kind of a beautiful thing. But, that abused dog that's going to bite you first, I was that kid.
Right.
So I think I see those people and I can really relate. And so this is my life's work now. It's not just a job. This is who I am. It's an anointing that you just love people.
What do you guys need? Oh, there's always, you're a nonprofit.
Partners. We need prayer partners first, always prayer partners. We have such, when this ruling came out, we knew that our services would change. We had everything already in place. We felt very prepared.
Mm-hmm.
But I was sending text messages, please pray for us. Please pray a covering. Please pray for the clients that walk in, because they are in so many different areas of life. They're making life and death decisions. They are at the bottom of the barrel. Some of them are in a suicidal frame of mind. There's so many needs that we see. And so our prayer is, our greatest need is prayer. Financial blessing is always something that we're looking for. We are a complete nonprofit, so we get no funding from anyone other than the generosity of our community. We are sitting in a building that's paid for. All construction costs are paid for.
Wow.
And that came from God above, but the blessing of the people of this community that's embraced us is amazing. Just one of those things. But then we have other drives, like right now we're doing a diaper drive. So we'll start it August 1st, but.
Well, let us know. We'll help spread the word about this. And I tell you what I tell people that work at shelters. I wish you didn't have a job.
Absolutely.
Right. I wish you didn't have a job.
I have a guy that says, I'm going to pray you have a job. And I say, amen, brother, come on. Because I want to see these people healed and whole. And we're just in a place that we didn't realize when we opened the needs. And we're such in a rural community that our needs and our work looks different than any other pregnancy center. So we're kind of a trailblazing pregnancy center.
Do you have to live in Springfield?
No, we will help anyone from anywhere.
Okay. You're an angel. This is amazing.
Well, you're here in Springfield. Come by after the awards.
We'll do that. Yes.
I'm a mile down the road.
That's fantastic. Sean, thank you for this. And we'll spread the word. And again, anything you need help or spread the word or an event coming up, please let us know.
Thank you.
All right. You're amazing. All right. Sean Elmore with the Executive Director of the Open Door Pregnancy Resource Center here in Springfield. I got it correct there. Sean, thank you so much. All right, we'll take a break. More guests on the way. We're live here in Springfield today, getting ready for the Robertson County Main Street Awards. You're watching Mornings on Main Street.
Jody Jones Dentistry can handle all your dental needs, from the basics to cosmetic procedures. All of this in the nicest dental facility I have ever seen. Jody has done it right. They're located conveniently at 55 Music Square East, and for an appointment, it's simple. Dial 615-259-5100 and tell them Plaz sent you.
For Dustin Timmons and Joey Donnelly, they welcome every opportunity to serve and satisfy their clients. Whether you are looking to build your dream home or renovate your current home, their team will ensure that every client and remodel is unique, luxurious, completed on time, and within budget. Contact them today to set an appointment for a free consultation or to view some of their completed projects by logging on to DonnellyTimmons.com.
This is attorney Bart Durham, and this is me. I'm Aaliyah. Keeping in good physical condition is really important to me. But when I had a wreck with a tractor-trailer truck that hurt my legs so bad I couldn't work for almost a year, I knew I needed a lawyer that understood tractor-trailer cases. So I called Bart. Bart gets millions of dollars for his clients every year.
At Bart Durham Injury Law, we've handled hundreds of tractor-trailer cases.
My dad and I want to help. Give us a call at 615-242-9000.
Have you heard about the high levels of radon in Middle Tennessee? Radon gas is the second leading cause of lung cancer, second only to smoking, and has no color, no taste, and no smell. The only way to know if you have radon is to test for it. Duret Radon Mitigation offers testing for small and large-scale residential and commercial properties, plus mitigation services. Visit DuretRadonMitigation.com to request testing or get a free estimate for mitigation. That's DuretRadonMitigation.com. At Wellskin Dermatology and Aesthetics, we pride ourselves in providing access, innovation, and a patient experience second to none. Access to care and treatment when you need it. Innovation with medical-led cosmetics and various on-site technologies for full-service treatments with a customer experience that is calming, casual, and effective. Independently owned, providing medical, surgical, pediatric, and cosmetic dermatology and more. Visit WellskinMD.com to schedule your appointment today. Wellskin Dermatology and Aesthetics. Access to healthier skin.
All right, welcome back here to Mornings on Main Street, live this morning in Springfield. We want to thank, we're getting ready for the Robertson County Main Street Awards in a little bit. We want to thank Joseph with Springfield First United Methodist Church for letting us come do the show here this morning, and the award show to follow in a little bit. And also to Tamara and Amy with Historic Perk for the coffee and the pastries, which I will devour once we get off the air in a little bit. Hey, there's a live look at downtown Nashville. The weather today, what's going to happen? Well, thanks for asking. Our weather brought to you by good friends over at Roy's Meat Service. Check them out online at roymeatservice.com. He is your neighborhood butcher, and once you go see Roy, you will continue to go back and see Jeff Roy and the gang over there. They are simply fantastic. Located at 605 South 19th Street in East Nashville. My goodness, the food, the lunches over there are perfect. Weather today, it's going to be in the mid-80s. It's going to be raining later on, so please be careful as you make your way out in the world today. All right, back live this morning at Springfield United Methodist Church. We continue our great cavalcade of guests. Let's bring in Jordan Osborne. She's the president of the Robertson County Chamber of Commerce. Jordan, good morning to you. How are you?
Good morning. I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm nervous, and I'm knocking my microphone over, so we're good to go here. Fun day, fun morning. Thanks for coming by here today. I love chambers around the country because you guys do so much good work. What's it like being the president of the Chamber of Commerce?
You know, I think that it is a dream job, honestly. Every day I get to do things that help businesses in this community who are investing to make our community better.
Ooh,
and
like
I get
that.
to advocate for where I live and make it a better place for my kids to live and our neighbors to live and my family to live. So it's a great place to be.
I love this one. It says on the website, minutes from Nashville, miles from ordinary.
Minutes from Nashville, miles from ordinary.
Did you come up with that?
I did not. I inherited that. That was a gift from
well, you could have
previous
told us you did. We would have believed you on this.
No, and I love it, though. It does describe who we are.
What is the greatest thing about Robertson County in your eyes?
People. Hands down, the people in the business community is the greatest thing. We could be any small town across America, but what makes our fingerprint so unique and different are the people who continue to invest here, who live here, who work here, who worship here. This is my church.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's just the people here are exceptional.
What do you, when you go out and tell people at Robertson County, say they call from California, because I'm sure you've got plenty of calls from California, what's the main thing you want them to know when they call you?
Robertson County has 11 distinct communities. That's more cities than any county in the state of Tennessee, which is really a fun fact.
Whoa.
And whatever you're looking for, you can find it here. Whether you're looking for the suburbs or an urban environment or a rural environment, you want to have a small farm or a large farm or live in a tall and skinny house.
Right.
We have it right here in Robertson County. So I think that's what makes us so unique is we can fit anyone's needs and desires. We are minutes from Nashville. We're just a short drive into all the amenities that Nashville has to offer. But we're a small town community. We're the Mayberry of yesteryears. You know, people want that for their families and their kids. We have a wonderful school system, great community-based schools. It's a great place to raise your kids.
Do you get phone calls from people all over the country and maybe all over like the Northern Hemisphere? I got to think everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Chambers oftentimes are the front doors of their community.
Right.
That's, people, when they want to know what's happening in their community, when they want to know really what the identity of a community is, and they'll call the Chamber of Commerce. So we act as that front door for our entire county. And we get calls from all over the globe, especially people who are wanting to maybe visit Nashville but stay somewhere out a little further. We have what so many try to create, that authentic country.
Yeah,
warm
that's great.
feeling. And it is real. It's authentic here. And that's not always the case. Some communities try to create that, but it's not what we have. And we don't want that to go away, but we love for people to come in and visit and then maybe go to Nashville and hear a concert or watch the Preds play or watch the Titans, then come on back somewhere where they can have First Friday Market on the square with your neighbors and your friends and live entertainment and a car show and downtown merchants. And it really is a special place to be.
I'll tell you, coming from a sports background, I covered many football games at Springfield High School at the new stadium over there. And Friday night football at Springfield High School just gives me the chills. I mean, it's fantastic.
It's the real Friday Night Lights. I mean, we have that really at all 5 of our county high schools. I don't know if you've had the pleasure of going to each of Joe Burns and Greenbrier and Heritage and East and Springfield. All 5 county high schools have this. You go into Football Friday and literally when you go into the school on that Friday and they're getting ready for pep rallies and there's signs hung up and there's kids in jerseys and cheerleaders in uniforms and the band's playing. Man, you want that for your kids and your family. You want that community pride, and that's really what we have here.
All right, so Jordan, you grew up in Greenbrier.
I did.
I've got to think in the last probably 10 years, it's been transformed. And everybody's like, oh, the baby's moving in here. But sometimes a transformation makes a good thing even better.
Absolutely. I mean, when we look at it, it's so funny. We do teeter on that balance of that small town charm, knowing your neighbors, but also we want some amenities. All of us, we want an ice cream shop like Golly G's, right?
Right.
We want a Chick-fil-A, which Springfield just announced. We want those things. So in order to have those things, our population's got to grow a little bit. Our median income's got to grow, which we're the 5th wealthiest county in the state.
Get out of here. Good for you guys.
95 counties, we're the 5th.
Well done.
It always blow people's mind, right?
Right here, yeah.
It's so fun, though. It's great to see people come in here. And again, they love that small town. They love knowing their neighbors, but they also love the amenities. And it's from somebody who's from Greenbrier.
Right.
It does my heart good to drive through that town and see all that new development that's popping up.
I'd like to have your job. All right, we got on the website. We got now pulled up, which is really cool. The resources tab, relocation and schools. And there's all the things you can click on. So simple to do that and all the information you need there. Well done.
It is. Thank you. And I will say we're updating our website, but it's going to have that same look and feel. But I really encourage people who want to stay up to date with what's going on in their community, whether it's Robertson County or the counties surrounding. Get engaged with your Chamber of Commerce. They are advocating for a better life and a better economy in your community. They want to keep you up to date on what's happening with your elected officials. Look, it's far more important what's happening in your county than it is what's happening in Washington, D.C.
Right, you're exactly right.
It absolutely affects you at a much greater level. We just encourage people to get out and vote, but be informed and really plug into your community. Some people think, maybe they live here, but they don't work here, so they're not as engaged. But if there was a silver lining in that COVID cloud, it was that we had 68% of our community driving out every single day to go to work. They were living here, but they weren't living here, right?
Right.
Then COVID hit. So many of those businesses didn't close, but they became virtual. Our sales tax dollars in Robertson County went through the roof.
Wow.
Because all those people were still living here, and then they were getting to work here as well, getting to work virtually. And now we have a more engaged population than we've ever had before. And the Chamber is a blessed place for you to come in every community, most communities, for you to come to figure out really what's going on. How can you plug in? Do you care about workforce and education? Do you care about transportation? Do you care about nonprofit services and social services? Do you want to grow a networking event? Do you love small businesses? Almost all chambers have a way for you to plug in to really serve your community and be a part of maybe there's an issue, but you want to be part of the solution.
We have the advocate tab up right now on the Chamber of Commerce, and it talk exactly what you're going to as far as get involved.
Yeah, get involved. And it's really easy to get involved, but you got to put yourself out there. We talk about chamber membership as a whole lot like gym membership.
Right.
If you pay your gym membership every month, but you never show up, you're not going to see any result.
Yeah, Jim's kind of like that, though, but you don't like that. The Chamber does not. The Chamber wants you to show up and be involved. You made a good point, too, because, what happens in D.C. happens in D.C., but I'm more worried about my councilmen and my sanitation rates and this and that that affect me day to day. So that's a great point to get involved and learn more about all that stuff.
Yeah, we try to go to city council meetings, county commission meetings. Now we have 11 cities. That's 11 mayors. That's 11 city council.
Right.
So we don't get to all of them.
Oh, my goodness.
We do try to make sure if you want information about what's happening in your specific city, let us know. We'll find that information for you. The chamber is the connector. We're the bridge between the community and the services that it provides. It can be overwhelming to find information about your community or about a business. But you can call the chamber and we can help connect you to whomever that is that you're trying to reach.
And I love this. You get on I love websites, and you said your guys are updating, but I like it. There's a lot of information on there that you could use for people that are coming here. Now, do you get to travel in your job?
No, inside the county, inside the state of Tennessee, in the region as a whole, I get to travel with my job. I did recently go to California. I went through the U.S. Chamber of Commerce's fellowship program. The topic was workforce and education, and that's a major initiative that our chamber is very interested in and helping be a part of the solution to finding qualified employees and making sure that people who graduate our school system are really adequately prepared to go into local business and industry here in Robertson County. So I went through a year-long fellowship program through the U.S. Chamber, and we got to graduate in Palm Springs. So that was a fun little trip.
Nice. All right. You don't have to answer this, but I'm going to ask, who's the most famous person that lives in Robertson County right now?
The most famous person that lives in Robertson County?
Uh-huh. That moved here in the last 10, 15 years or so? And
I honestly don't know. David Alford's from Robertson County. David Alford is Bucky on Nashville. He is a Joe Burns High School graduate.
Yeah.
He wrote this play, Spirit and Smoke. Wonderfully done.
Nice.
Bell Witch Fall Festival online, bellwitchfallfestival.com. Amazing productions.
Is Adams part of?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
One of our 11 cities.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, and that is Bell Witch Fall Festival's back on. It hasn't had the plays in the last couple of years. Bell Witch Fall Festival. So the play is called Spirit, and have you seen it?
I have not.
Oh my gosh, I invite you to come as my guest.
Okay, I'll do that.
Amazing.
That is, I had no, because Adams, for those that don't know, the Bell Witch, and
yeah, that's a big deal.
It's a huge deal.
Is probably the most famous person from Robertson County.
Now, how long have you been president?
I've been the president 4 years, but I've been with the chamber for 12.
4 years. Do you have to? How long does your presidency last?
No, it's a full-time gig. So until the chamber board decides I don't get to do the job anymore. So I work for a board of directors. We have almost 700 chamber members.
Wow.
The chamber is a nonprofit 501c6 organization, and we're not funded by the government. We're funded by chamber dues, by non-dues revenue, and then we have partners with a couple of industries and businesses. City of Springfield's an investor in the chamber, as is the Economic Development Board. So
look at that. I want your job. I mean, I don't take you away from your job, but I think that's a fun job because
it is a fun job.
Travel, meeting people, and promoting things happen in the community. That's real good.
Making your home better.
Yes.
Right? There's nothing better than that.
Hey, what's the little my son played a football game at East Robertson last year. We had to go through town. It's the soda shop. What soda shop's that?
Thomas Drugs.
What is it?
The famous Thomas
Yes.
Drugs. They were voted the best milkshake in the South.
Yes.
And it is amazing. Homemade ice cream. Oh man, it's so good. You have to go to Thomas Drugs and get a milkshake.
Yeah.
So this weekend, let's just cover a couple events.
Sure.
This weekend we have the rodeo. Friday night and
that's right.
Saturday
Here in
night.
Springfield.
Here in Springfield. So fun. So the Gupton Ram Tough Rodeo is right in Springfield. So much fun. Next Friday is First Friday Markets. On Thursday of next week, we have Pep Rally on the Square. All 5 county high schools come together.
It's great.
We have spirit competitions. We give away the Volunteer State Bank 7-foot-tall Spirit Trophy. Greenbrier has won 5 years in a row.
Wow.
It's stiff competition. The bands perform, the cheerleaders perform, the dance teams perform. We announce the football players. It's like a giant pep rally for
That's
the whole
awesome.
county.
That is all, and that's
the chamber hosted.
What day is that?
Next Thursday, the 4th, August 4th.
The 4th.
Yeah.
All right, we'll put it on the calendar. Hey, thank you for this.
Thanks for having me.
I love your passion. That's great. The people like you, they passionate about what they believe in. That's great, Jordan. Thank you so much. All right, that's Jordan Osborne. She is the president of the Robertson County. Don't slap me for that. The Robertson County Chamber of Commerce. We appreciate her time. All right, we'll take a break. Another guest, another side. You're watching Mornings on Main Street. Well done. Well done.
I'm Bart Durham.
I was sworn in as a lawyer in 1963, and I've been working as a lawyer since then.
We're a firm that does exclusively personal injury, a lot of tractor-trailer crashes. Insurance companies will open up their checkbooks when you force them to.
We have systems that work.
We get the most money for our clients in the shortest amount of time.
I'm Blair Durham. My dad and I want to help. Give us a call at 615-242-9000.
For Dustin Timmons and Joey Donnelly, they welcome every opportunity to serve and satisfy their clients. Whether you are looking to build your dream home or renovate your current home, their team will ensure that every client and remodel is unique, luxurious, completed on time, and within budget. Contact them today to set an appointment for a free consultation or to view some of their completed projects by logging on to DonnellyTimmons.com.
At Sumner Funeral and Cremation, our mission is to serve families as our own, celebrate the life of their loved one, and help begin the healing process.
My whole family, including my wife and my mom and siblings, were very happy with the treatment that we received. I would highly recommend Sumner Funeral and Cremation.
We offer funeral, burial, cremations, and pre-planning services.
Sumner Funeral and Cremation. Traditional, affordable, dignified. SumnerFuneral.com.
When you're thinking about golf, consider Riverside Golf Links. Under new ownership, the course has improved dramatically. It's now 27 holes, complemented by a 9-hole executive course. Book a tee time now at 615-847-5074 and get ready to enjoy the beauty of golf in the Old Hickory area at Riverside Golf Links. Jody Jones Dentistry can handle all your dental needs, from the basics to cosmetic procedures. All of this in the nicest dental facility I have ever seen. Jody has done it right. They're located conveniently at 55 Music Square East, and for an appointment, it's simple. Dial 615-259-5100 and tell them Plaz sent you.
Have you heard about the high levels of radon in Middle Tennessee? Radon gas is the second leading cause of lung cancer, second only to smoking, and has no color, no taste, and no smell. The only way to know if you have radon is to test for it. Duret Radon Mitigation offers testing for small and large-scale residential and commercial properties, plus mitigation services. Visit DuretRadonMitigation.com to request testing or get a free estimate for mitigation. That's DuretRadonMitigation.com.
Hey, welcome back to the show, my friends. Live this morning in Springfield. At Springfield First United Methodist Church, we got the Robertson County Main Street Awards coming your way at the top of the hour. Many thanks to Joseph with Springfield First United Methodist Church, and Laura, thank you for letting us come this morning and hanging out. Also, thank you to Tamara and Amy at Historic Perk for the coffee and pastries, which are fantastic. I shall be devouring those at the top of the hour. Hey, our weather brought to you by our good friends at RoyMeatService.com. Check out Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville. He is your neighborhood butcher. Fantastic. Once you visit him, my friends, you'll never look at food the same way again. He is that. Jeff Roy is that fantastic. Check him out online at RoyMeatService.com. Weather today, high in the mid-80s. A lot of rain going to be moving through later on, so please be careful as you make your way out. And the world today. All right, we're back here again live at Springfield for the awards at the top top of the hour. Let's bring in now, thank you there, my good friend, Terry McCormick, Blaine Keller, writers with the Robertson County Connection, join us today. Hey, guys, how are you, man?
Good. How are you doing, Joe?
We're doing quite well. Look at Blaine over. Hey, Blaine, how are you? Congratulations on your new role, buddy.
Thank you. I am fighting to stay in screen here, but yeah, really glad to be here and excited to be in this role with the Connection.
All right, Terry, talk about, Terry, your role with Main Street. Tell us, what do you do?
Well, I wear several hats. As you know, Joe, I've been with Titan Insider for a long time, and it's now part of the Main Street family. And then Dave and I talked in March, and he asked me to be the editor of the Robertson County Connection, Main Street, Clarksville, and the Portland Sun. So when I'm not covering the Titans, I'm editing stories from the reporters and in those three publications, and enjoying it quite a bit.
Get to work with Blaine, who's an up-and-coming writer. Blaine, you've won, congratulations. I hear you've won a few awards lately, right?
Yeah, just a couple. Trying to stay a little modest about it. At Southeastern Journalism Conference, Best of the South Awards, second place for Best Sports Writer in the South among colleges, and then
nice, Blaine.
A couple of nominations for the Tennessee Sports Writers Association in the spring.
All right, so what is your beat?
Really, high school sports here in Robertson County. There are 6 public schools and 2 private schools here in Robertson County, the biggest of which Springfield, Greenbrier, East Robertson, Joe Burns, White House, and White House Heritage. Anything that's happening related to high school sports in those schools, I'm more than likely covering.
We have the connection up, the Robertson County Connection.com up right now. Terry, and having somebody like Blaine like this, who's passionate about high school sports, it's got to be, as an editor and somebody he probably looks up to, it's got to be a good thing for a guy who loves what he's doing.
Oh, absolutely. And Blaine he's a top-notch writer. He's a guy that, you can assign him something off the beaten path. He did a story recently about the new tennis courts that are going in White House. They replace the old ones. They're building new ones there. And, he's not just a nuts and bolts football guy only. He can do it all. And, one of the things I told him that he's going to enjoy this year. Have you ever been to Joe Burns to cover a game?
I have.
You know about the trucks after the touchdown, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Blaine's going to get to experience that this fall. He's looking forward to it, I know.
I love the concession stand right in the end zone, too, which is a cool thing. Blaine, what do you love about this? I mean, I love high school football on Friday nights. I love high school athletics because I think it's overlooked a lot of the times. What do you love about it?
I love getting to tell the stories of athletes. I mean, when you think about Robertson County or even the mid-state, you don't really think about this area for high school sports all the time, but there's some great athletes here and some great stories to tell. Greenbrier's had 2 athletes sign with Tennessee football in the last year.
Yeah.
2 3-star nationally rated guys. So typically you're not going to get that, but there are athletes beyond football all over this county and some really exciting stories to tell, and that's what I love to do, ultimately.
5 high schools you got to cover.
6 public high schools, 2 private high schools.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, goodness. There's a lot.
East Robertson over in Cross Plains. There's a guy there named Luke Murphy that pitched at Vanderbilt and now is in the Los Angeles Angels organization from a little town in Cross Plains. That's the type of thing that Blaine's talking about, the quality of players that come out of this area that have stories to tell.
You ever see Carlos Groves walking around anywhere?
I've written about Carlos Groves, and I actually had to go back whenever East Robertson was in the state basketball tournament. I watched Carlos Groves get into that little match with Shaq there during that game. But no, I haven't run into Carlos Groves yet.
Oh, that's fantastic. For those who know, Carlos Groves grew up here in East Robertson, and in the SEC tournament, he got into a brawl with Shaquille O'Neal that people still talk about to this day. That's a lot of fun. Terry, with you, with the Titan Insider, I mean, you can say goodbye to your days off right now.
Oh, pretty much, yeah. I think there's a day off coming up, maybe Sunday or Monday. That's probably the last one for like a week or so.
Oh my goodness, Blaine, you can help. You and I can do the awards today, right? Are you helping out today?
I don't know. Dave, our owner, Dave Gould, asked me to do a little bit of photos beforehand, and I got here. He said, "I don't know if I'm going to have you do photos now." I think we'll figure out once we get started.
Here's a pro tip, and Terry will tell you this: just eat the food. Just eat the food. No matter what you do, eat the food and get it done there. Terry McCormick again, Blaine Keller, thank you guys for doing this. I love your work. You guys do a great job. And I tell people all the time, people are like, oh, well, newspapers. The written word has never been as strong as it is now because of the approach that Main Street does for local. And you guys are in the forefront of that. So thank you very much.
Thanks for having us.
Terry McCormick, Blaine Keller here live this morning at Springfield First United Methodist Church as we get ready for the Robertson County Awards. So thank you for this. Really some great guests this morning with Terry and Blaine, and of course with Jordan Osborne. We had earlier and Sean Elmore. Really cool. Really appreciate everybody watching this morning and doing this. We love communities like Springfield. We love hyper-local. We love hyper-local and positive people that are doing good things in the community. The prime example of that, my friends, is here in Springfield, Tennessee. Intern, we would do celebrity birthdays, but I got to get on stage. It's okay. Unmute your mic there. You got a lot going, man. You got like 19 hands.
Hey, it's okay, man. We can hang out later though if you're down.
We'll do. I'll call you. I'll FaceTime you celebrity birthdays.
Okay, cool.
All right. Again, let's thank the people here today who really making this work really good. Tamara and Amy, Historic Perk, for the coffee and pastries. Thank you so much. And again, let's thank Joseph and Laura with Springfield First United Methodist Church for letting us come this morning and do this show. All right, that's our show. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you back here on Monday.